Thank you. I feel the love. Thank you for keeping that thunderous applause going as I made my way to the stage. Thank you for all of that. Man, I hope y'all are having a good time tonight. Yeah, but really I don't care that much. No, because I'm just glad to be out of the house. Because I got kids. Kids. That's right. I got a 13-year-old son and a 5-year-old daughter. It's a big gap in between them two, right? That little girl was a surprise. She's what happens when you use the I'm just going to put the tip in form of contraception. Let's just say I'm a big tipper. And don't get me wrong, I love my kids. I love the boy because he's 13. We've been together for a while. That's my main man, you know? It's like, he even got his own hashtag on social media, the youngest younger. We've been together, that's my man. That girl, I'm not that sure about her just yet. Don't get me wrong, I love her to death. But it's not me, it's her. I don't think she trusts me, y'all. I don't think she trusts me. And I should have had my shirt on that time. Yeah, because, when she was born, I heard that a good way to bond with your children is skin-to-skin contact. I was like, all right, I didn't carry you for 9 months, so let me take this shirt off and let's get to holding. Let's get to bonding. So I put her in my arms. She's right there, and I'm feeling the warmth. I'm feeling the love. I'm feeling the bonding. It's happening. It's feeling good. Then out of the blue, she latches on to my left nipple. But this is my baby girl. Who am I to deny her of anything that she wants? I'm like, let's go with this and see how it works out. And everything was going good. It's and we're laughing together because, this is tickling. So I'm laughing. She's laughing because I'm laughing and everything. But a few minutes into it, she just loses it ah! Looked at me like, you are living a lie. That chocolate nipple does not have any milk in it. Yeah, I got to specify because, I got chocolate nipples. Her mother has pink nipples because she's white. No, y'all thought she was a black woman with pink nipples like she was a unicorn. No. Yeah, she's my ex-wife now. She's my ex-wife. I know, it's all right, because every time people hear that an interracial relationship broke up, they want to ask, was it racism? Who called who a nigga? No, it was not racism. Matter of fact, she is a really good ally. She is a really good ally. Because, I didn't even call that an interracial relationship. I called our relationship, I called it a racial exchange program. Yeah, because we learned a lot. We learned a lot being in the relationship together, Yeah, because we were the perfect example of a real black man married to a real white woman. You probably say, what exactly does that mean? Well, okay, yeah. I am originally from Baltimore, Maryland. That's right. 80% black, Baltimore, Maryland. You've seen Baltimore on TV, The Wire, Homicide Life on the Street. That's me. That's where I'm from. My ex-wife was from Oklahoma. That's right. I go out to visit her family. I get off the plane. My feet hit the ground. Black population rises by 100%. So needless to say, we learned a lot being together. Yeah. And one of the things that we observed is this. Is that black people think everything is about race. And it is. But white people think nothing is about race. White folks will go to great lengths to try to prove that something isn't racial. They're like, God can go into the church, shoot up 9 people, shoot up everybody in the church. But did he call everybody a nigger before he shot them? I don't know if it was racial. Because what I heard was that he went to the church because it was a fish fry. And they didn't have all the fish he wanted. So he shot up the place. It wasn't about race, it was about fish. I had to explain to her early in the relationship. I said, listen, I've been black for a long time. You got to trust my black spidey senses. Trust my black spidey senses. Black spidey senses, that's that innate ability to know as a black person when something is racial. A lot of times you can't prove it because a lot of times the evidence is circumstantial. But look, trust me, I've been black a long time. Trust my black spidey senses. And we had an opportunity to really learn about this because when we were dating, we lived about a block away from each other. And one night I decided to go visit my wife, who was my girlfriend at the time. I decided to go visit her. It was a cold night, so I put on my black coat and my black skull cap. You already hear that there's trouble about to happen, right? I go out the house. I turn the corner. My black spidey senses start going off like crazy, like, I look in front of me. There's a white woman walking by herself at night. I'm like, oh no, this is not going to end well. I got so afraid till I began to pray right then and there. I was like, dear God, please do not let this white woman turn around and see me. But to show you that God has a sense of humor, the minute I finished that prayer, the minute I said amen, this white woman looks at me and her eyes get huge. I mean, big as sauce. She's looking at me and all, she's, oh my goodness. And she starts doing that run walk thing. Like she's running, but she's not really running because she's abiding by the Olympic rule that says as long as one foot stays on the ground, it's not running. But she was running. I was like, dear God, please do not let me catch up with this white woman. But I was taller than her. So she's moving as fast as she can. And I'm walking at my regular pace. And I'm gaining on her. It was like she was living her worst black zombie apocalypse nightmare. She's like going like this. And I'm just like, shh, shh, shh. She got so afraid so she ran up into the doorway of a building she obviously did not live in. Like, oh God, please don't let him get me. Please don't let him get me. Please don't let him get me. I'm like, hey lady, I'm going to go see a white woman. It's just not you. So I get to my wife's apartment, and it must have just been written all over my body and in my body language. As soon as I walked in there, she said, Ricky, what's wrong? I'm like, baby, you're not going to believe this, but I just scared the hell of a white woman with my mere black existence. She's like, Ricky, I don't know if that's true because I'm a woman. I go out at night, and if I see a guy walking towards me, I don't care if he's black or white. I get afraid. I'm like, yeah, but she was running down the street going, please don't kill me, nigga, please don't kill me. I think it was racial. But I understand where the fear comes from. I do. I understand where her fear came from. Because if you watch television and film, you pay attention to the media, you would think that black men are ministers to society. And I know this is true because there's a movie that exists called Minister to Society with black men in it being ministers to society. So I understand where the fear comes from. But white folks, you got to understand that we watch the same television, film, and media that you guys watch. Yeah. That's right. So when I see a black guy walking towards me at night, I'm just as afraid as you are. So I gotta act like I'm not afraid, I see a black guy walking towards me, like, oh man, this nigga gonna rob me. He see me walking towards me, like, oh man, this nigga gonna rob me. And we both walking towards each other, and neither one of us wants to cross the street because we know whoever crosses the street now has to get robbed by the other guy. So we just walking towards each other, and finally we just get up enough nerve to just walk past each other, give each other the head nod, and we fart. We farted because that was our ass giving a sigh of relief that the robbery did not go down. I'm gonna thank y'all for allowing me to take y'all on that little racial safari. Yeah. No, because, I understand, this is a mixed crowd in here tonight, but sometimes you talk about race for too long, you can feel people's assholes clenching up. So I just want to give y'all an opportunity to let your ass loose, do a reverse ass kegel, let it loose. But don't get me wrong, I'm not used to making people's assholes clench, because my previous job before I got into comedy, it was actually an ass loosening type of thing. Yeah, because I started out as a singer. Yeah, singing just loosens the people's asses up. Yeah. But here's the thing. It's like, here was my problem with the music industry. Because, I was pursuing music and everything. See, I have musical ability, but I got a warped mind, So I'd be like writing songs about my balls when I was in college. My buddies thought I was hilarious. Women thought I was stupid and everything. But, I think it might be time for me to get back into the music industry. I think it is. Yeah, because R&B, that was my thing. I was an R&B singer. And at this point, I think R&B needs me. Because at this point, I think R&B stands for random bullshit. Because I can't believe the types of things R&B singers will be singing about these days. I'll give you a perfect example. There's an R&B singer. His name is Miguel. He's got a song called Pussy Is Mine. It's a real song. It goes like this. Tell me that pussy is mine. Women are going crazy like, it's yours, Miguel, it's yours. I love sharing that just so I can see the reaction on white guys' face. Because white guys, y'all don't ask that question, do y'all? Whose pussy is it? Whose pussy is it? No? See, that's a black thing. See, that's how slavery messed us up. We just want to own something. Yeah, because you got to think about it. The first brother who asked that question did not get the answer he was looking for. He was like, whose pussy is it? Whose pussy is it? She's like, it's Master Jefferson. Fuck Master Jefferson. I hate him. He be whooping people. I got your Declaration of Independence right here. Master Jefferson. Master Jefferson. I'm just glad y'all weren't offended here in Washington, D.C. That's one of the founding fathers. Too soon. Too soon. But Miguel is not the only R&B singer who has gone off the deep end. One of my favorite R&B singers, Brian McKnight. A few years back, he put out a song called If You're Ready to Learn. The hook of the song goes like this. I got lots of things to show you. If you're ready to learn, let me show you how your pussy works. It's a real song. If you don't believe me, Google it. Go to YouTube. Go to, search for it, because you will find it. You will be listening for hours just repeating, because you're like, I can't believe he said that. Because I can't believe he said it either, because I'm like, Brian McKnight, you do not know how pussy works. How are you to tell a woman how her pussy works? I don't mean to burst any bubbles in here tonight, but hey, no guy really knows how pussy works. We got a few ideas, but we don't really know. So I'm here to tell you, ladies, every man is doing to your pussy what he thought worked on the last pussy he had. Like, does this work? Does this work? Does this work? You sure this doesn't work? She said it worked on her. Somebody's telling lies. I'm just saying he would come across a lot more sensitive if he just said, you got lots of things to teach me, and I'm ready to learn. Can you show me how your pussy works? And if any man is in here offended by me saying that, you need to start listening. Guys, don't tell me what to do. I know what to do. I know my way around a pussy. No, you do not. All of y'all who hit it one time and don't ever have a second, that's because you weren't good the first time. Yeah, I just be hitting it and quitting it. No, you be hitting it and she hiding from you because you weren't very good. Because you don't listen. But I'm like, Brian McKnight, if that's what you're doing, I'm trying to work with you. I'm trying to collaborate with you. Say, I'm trying to go back and remake some of his hits. Yeah, I want to remake Back at One. Girl, I want you to know that I'm about to come one. It's time to do the do two. I'm taking off my shoes. 3. Girl, it's plain to see that I'm about to suck your titties. 4. Repeats, that's 1 through 3. 5. I'm getting down on my knees. If ever I believe my work is done, then I'll start back at 1. My name is Rick Younger. You've been beautiful. Good night.